is determining who will move to this site, and what is the criteria that will be used?
OLYMAP, as the organization that will be responsible for site operations, will also be largely responsible for determining who will be moving to the site. However, the county does have final say over who may or may not be relocating to the site. Also, I just wanted to say that all of our decisions related to site operations, including the criteria that we'll be using to determine who can move to the site, are grounded in our goals for this project, which include facilitating a site that minimizes and mitigates harmful impacts of unsheltered homelessness for everyone impacted by the situation, and also that supports some of our most vulnerable people currently living along Ensign Road and accessing a safer, healthier, more stable place to find shelter, connect to services, and hopefully housing. So there are three core criteria that prospective residents will need to meet in order to be considered eligible to move to the site. They'll need to be currently living in an RV or vehicle along Ensign Road. They must be at least 18 years of age or older, and they must also be willing to sign and abide by the site's code of conduct and community agreements. And as we are all aware, there are many more people living along Ensign Road than we can relocate to this site, and also more than 18 people who would meet that criteria. So with the goals I talked about in mind, and this, we are prioritizing people for limited spaces who are elderly, who have high medical vulnerability or are particularly vulnerable to COVID-19, who have high vulnerability due to other factors that could reasonably be mitigated at the new site, folks who are currently working with our Ensign Road caseworkers who will also be transitioning to this new site, and folks who are already sharing community with others along Ensign Road with visions and commitments and values that align with this new site. I just want to say that we at OLYMAP are really committed to doing everything possible to ensuring the success of this site. And just to note that the people relocating to this site will not be strangers to us. The people that will be relocating here are people we know, many of whom we have worked with for months and months. And I'm confident that the people who will be moving here will share our commitment to wanting to make this temporary site as safe and as stable and secure as possible. Keylee, anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, absolutely. So several questions that have come in and comments are concerns around sex offenders. So I wanted to say that every shelter provider or any of our homeless service providers that are contracted through the county all have a requirement that they do not serve or house level 2 or 3 sex offenders in any of their programs. That includes low barrier sites. All low barrier locations have that same requirement in their agreements and in their policies and procedures. And names can be, as a standard practice, names are run through the National Sex Offender Registry to determine that.
That's all I have for you today. If you do have any questions or comments about this, please put them below. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a nice day.